Hey folks, this is Invest Now America. I am your host. Go to my Facebook page, Invest Now America. Please follow. Only thing I do on that Facebook page is just post financial information. That's all I do. I'm not trying to sell anything. Now I'll take that back. I am going to start selling things so that I can afford to keep doing what I'm doing. And so eventually I'm going to put up my website, going to publish it, investnowamerica.org. I'll put up there, the usual stuff, caps, T-shirts, hoodies, and just have a very simple financial message on there about wealth building. But other than that, I'm not trying to sell anything else. Today, I just wanted to quickly go over something I've been researching. It's called Sou Sous, S-O-U. And it's basically a situation where people, let's say there are 4 people, and they could make a commitment to, and I'm just throwing numbers up there, $25 a week for 4 weeks. So 4 times 25 is $100, so that's $100 a week. At the end of the month, that's $400 total. And then they decide what they're going to do with all that money they've put together. Buy some property, going to go in the stock market, whatever it might be. And some Sou Sous, you could have more people, have less people. They have a greater amount of money, less amount of money, greater frequency, less frequency. And they may be year-round. And again, it may be just 4 weeks. I don't know. It all depends. And if you really, I would strongly suggest people do some research on it. It's interesting, the history of it. I was listening to some people, and they're talking about how their parents, they were from the Caribbean. Their parents are from the Caribbean. They migrated to England, and they couldn't get a loan for whatever reason. So they did a Sou Sou with several folks, obviously. And through that, they were able to buy property that they have to this day. So, it can work. But I tell you the critical elements to a Sou Sou are based upon what I've researched or uncovered to date. That is trust, accountability, and discipline. Some people will say, well, I can save money on my own. Oh, great. You go do that. But sometimes people don't have that discipline to do that. And that peer pressure, when you're together with folks, you're a little bit more disciplined about it. Then that goes to the next element, accountability. People oftentimes do a little better if they know other people are sort of watching them or dependent upon them. And then 3, trust. You just got to have to learn how to trust people, because Sou Sous, as far as I know, are not regulated. Credit unions are regulated to some degree. Banks are very much regulated, but Sou Sous, as far as I know, are not regulated. So you really need somebody you can trust. I'm going to start a Sou Sou where I live. I am going to approach several people, and out of those several, I really only want 4. And then I'm going to say, let's decide on doing $20 each for, let's say, maybe 6 consecutive weeks. Then we take that money, and then, I suggest maybe we buy a vacant lot, put a garden on there, grow some food, and we sell the food, or maybe we just put all that money into a stock. Maybe particularly, my personal preference would be a dividend-paying stock such as Kroger or McDonald's. I'm just throwing that out there. So, I would strongly suggest people check out Sou Sous. I think it's something worth checking out, particularly nowadays, folks. Inflation, and there's a lot of I know a lot of people are concerned, but it's a different matter. It's always, in my opinion, it's always best to face potentially hard economic times or when you're struggling in a collective with other people, knowing that other people sort of have your back. And so, check them out, Sou Sous. And I want to thank you guys for listening. And again, go to my Facebook page, Invest Now America, and please follow and encourage other people to follow.